Hi everyone, it's James here, founder of Panache Cruises. Hope everyone's well. Today I'm joined by a special guest. I've got with me today Jamie Loizou, the Managing Director of Ama Waterways in the UK. Jamie, good morning, how are you?
I'm very well, James. Good morning to you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm really good, thanks, Jamie. I'm really pleased that you could join us today, and I've just got a few questions for you, just about Ama Waterways. First of all, tell us a little bit about Ama Waterways. What are you all about?
So we are a river cruise operator, luxury river cruise operator. We were started back in 2002 by a gentleman called Rudy Schreiner, a lady called Christine Cast, and a gentleman called Jimmy Murphy. But we started off with one ship, and this year we will have 25 ships. So we've really focused incredibly hard on developing and growing river cruising. We feel that we're kind of real innovators within the market. But I think that the interesting thing is, being a family-owned business, we really take the values of our owners and guests can experience in that on board. So we're incredibly passionate about what we do. We're incredibly passionate about great service, the destinations that we visit, and really creating an ambience on board, which is kind of like a home away from home. It's a relaxed luxury, and that really is something that we know our guests enjoy, our guests love, and will experience time and time again, because we have a very high repeat rate.
Excellent, fantastic. And Jamie, we're in the middle of a pause in cruising at the moment. We'll hopefully be restarting cruising later in 2021. But for you guys, you actually operated last year, I believe, from July to November, was it?
Yes, we did. We actually do quite a bit of charter business, and last year, obviously, we had the challenges that everyone has experienced, but we were operating for the German market, as you rightly say. It was from July through to November, and that was a really great learning experience for us. So we were operating 5-night cruises in and out of Cologne. So I suppose it's kind of the equivalent of everyone in the UK going down to Devon for 4 or 5 nights. So that's what we were doing for the German market. And it gave us a great opportunity to refine our onboard health and safety protocols. And that came in various stages. So that was before guests embarked and whilst they were on board. So we were doing things such as pre-boarding health questionnaires. We were ensuring that we were temperature testing our guests as they were coming on and off the ship, sanitizing luggage. There was physical distancing on board. We put plexiglass up in our main lounge and in the dining rooms, just to ensure that guests were able to really enjoy their cruising experience with as little impact as possible. So, I think the guest satisfaction that we had was, I think 97.5% of guests would say, they would recommend Ama Waterways and recommend the experience to their friends. And we cruised successfully for 4 months, and we didn't have any cases on board. And not only did the guests enjoy it, but the crew loved being back on board as well. And they did an incredible job making sure that everyone was safe and sound and had a very good holiday experience.
Great. I mean, it's great to hear, and speak to someone who's actually got experience of the protocols actually being in place and working successfully. So that's great news. I think the one question, or one of the questions we get asked by a number of customers, is about excursions, and how much freedom will I have under the protocols of the cruise lines. Do you want to explain how that might have happened last year, or how you see it happening when you start to resail hopefully later this year?
Yeah, so the arrangement that we had last year was that actually our charter partner wanted guests to be able to explore. That there was a kind of a purchase of shore excursions on this particular arrangement. As Ama Waterways, we include all of our shore excursions. We have up to 4 shore excursions in every port of call. But the guests were often exploring independently, or they would be taking our bikes that we have on board and exploring by bike. So, although there is obviously still a long way to go for 2021, guests will be able to explore on one of our shore excursions, or they will be able to explore independently. They won't have to purchase a shore excursion in order to be able to enjoy the destination that they visit. I think the other thing to know with Ama Waterways is that because we have a choice of shore excursions, and for instance, if we have a walking tour, we have 3 different paces. We have a gentle, medium, and regular walkers. We have small groups, so we operate these small groups. So that does mean that getting entrance into various places and exploring places, because we are in a small group, that means that, you know, it's far more accessible on those types of shore excursions than it may be on maybe your more traditional shore excursions that you may experience on a large ocean ship, for example.
Yeah. Okay. No, it's, again, just some reassurance, I think, there for our customers, you know, as they consider booking holidays in the future. And I think also, if you could just give us a bit of an overview of your flexibility angle and the confidence to book side of things as well, because, you know, again, that's something that's really important to people at the moment.
Absolutely. So we have our ultimate cruise. We have kind of 2 flexible policies at the moment. We have our ultimate cruise flexibility, which enables our guests to move their cruise, the cruise portion of their booking, up to 48 hours before departure. So basically, for any reason, if they decide that they don't wish to travel, then their cruise can be moved to another date. We also have our Travel Waiver Plus policy, which enables guests to move not only their cruise, but also any Ama Waterways purchase services via yourselves. So that would be flights, that would be pre-cruise stays, that would be our land packages. So they can move the whole of that up to 48 hours beforehand. And that's available for guests to kind of purchase in addition to their cruise as well. We know that flexibility is something that people are craving at the moment. People want that peace of mind, and they want to know that they're not going to miss out on their holiday experience and be kind of penalised from a financial perspective. So, you know, flexibility is paramount, and it's something that, you know, certainly for the Travel Waiver Plus, we've got in place for bookings made for departures in 2021, 2022, and actually we're shortly to go on sale for 2023 as well. So, you know, we're giving that long-term flexibility for our guests.
Okay, fantastic. So we've talked about flexibility, we've talked about booking with confidence, we've talked about onboard protocols, and, you know, what you can expect to see when you go on a Ama Waterways cruise. But let's talk about perhaps the most important thing, the destination, Jamie. You know, one thing that captured me when I was looking through your website and through some of your collateral was your Nile cruises, you know, which look absolutely phenomenal. So can you tell me a little bit about those, please? Yeah,
so actually the interesting thing, last year we launched our Egypt program last year. It was around about last March, and it was incredibly successful. It really captured people's imagination, and I think at this moment in time, people are really looking to make their next holiday count, and there is this kind of gravitation towards bucket list destinations, and Egypt is definitely one of those. So we're actually currently building a brand new ship for the Nile, the Amadalia. She'll be a 68 guest ship. She's got beautiful suites and staterooms. I think the suites are up to 430 square feet. She'll have Egyptologists on board. We have got, in the same way of our European ships, we'll have 2 restaurants. So we'll have our chef's table restaurant, we'll have our main dining room, beautiful bar, lovely sun deck with pool. And yeah, we've got incredibly high standards in Europe, and we will have the same incredible high standards in Egypt. She'll be operating a 7-night cruise, but we're also adding on a 3-night pre-cruise stay and a 1-night post-cruise stay in Cairo, and we're using the 4 seasons in Cairo as well. So, and that element will include a lot of the kind of the shore excursions. So, you know, going to see the Egypt Museum, you know, going to see all the antiquities that you would expect to see kind of on a if you're staying in and around Cairo, and then we'll fly our guests down to Luxor to embark the ship to sort of cruise down to Aswan and see, you know, a whole range of different amazing antiquities, all the things that Egypt has to offer. You know, we've got an excursion down to Abu Simbel, and a whole range of different sightseeing opportunities.
It sounds absolutely amazing. Can't wait to go on that one, Jamie. You know, be good to see the new ship, and I've never been to Egypt, but yeah, be good to get on that one. Jamie, it's been an absolute pleasure to catch up today. I know you're a busy man, so thanks for sparing the time, and I wish you well for the future, and let's hope we're sailing again soon.
Absolutely, James. I look forward to seeing you on board.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks now. Bye.